welcome back to another episode of the Real Deal Podcast with Mr. Cleon Deal. Welcome back.
Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
And myself, B. Haley. I think after like 2 weeks, finally not sick. I have no idea what's going on. I thought I was a pretty healthy person.
Told you what you gotta stop doing, man.
Talking to women?
I
already stopped doing that, man.
Told you gotta stop kissing them.
I don't be doing that either. I just stay away. I stay away, man. It's bad news.
Gotta watch you.
But today is August 2nd, and football season right around the corner. Go Ducks! It's another year of wearing great uniforms.
Yep,
and
not winning a lot of games.
0 championships. So I'm excited for that. Excited to get really invested and then to break my heart again at the end of the year.
Yeah, Brandon's into that sort of thing.
I guess with everything, huh?
the way you do one thing, that's what they say.
Do everything. August 1st. Yesterday was like National Girlfriend Day or something. So if I didn't post you, I'm sorry.
Girlfriends.
Yeah.
Your girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
who's
I have
friend.
Girls that are friends.
Yeah,
friends that are girls. Yeah.
Do you?
That's how many.
That's fine. No, never mind. There's just a blurred line between these friends and girls and friends.
No, I stay away. God has put me in a season of singleness, and I'm going to respect that.
Yeah.
And so we're in August, it's still mad hot outside.
Well, yeah.
Tampa just had the record for the hottest day ever recorded.
Yeah.
Which leads me to ask the question, is global warming a real thing, or is it still a hoax?
Well, what do you mean still? It was never a hoax, first of all.
But why does it get so cold?
What do you mean, why does it get
so cold in the wintertime?
The concept of global warming is that basically the Earth is... there's an imbalance on this. So it's not that it's only hot, but it's that basically these things just aren't going the way that they should be. In terms of how the planet's changing and being so drastic with changes from one side to the other.
That's because humans mess up everything. So
correct.
Basically, long story short, Jesus is coming back. So get right with God, because this is gonna be gone anyway. So other than that, I guess this is the official start of pumpkin spice season almost.
Is that at the beginning of August? Is that when that starts?
I think it's like
we got to give it a few weeks, man.
It's going to be like the middle of August. Yeah. You could probably go to ask Starbucks, ask the barista, and be like, it'll probably be like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
But beginning of pumpkin spice season always means the beginning of cuffing season as well.
Man.
So you guys got to get out of the streets again.
It's time to start trimming down the roster, figure out who the starters is going to be.
Football season, the starters is crazy.
Well, it's just what it is, man.
Figure out who the starters is going to be.
You got to really have a roundtable evaluation, you and all the homies, man.
Basically.
Put them on your draft board, figure out who we're taking number one. That's how it is.
But yeah, it's time. It's time for that. And,
How's your list looking?
0 on that list, man. 0 on that list, and we're going to keep it that way because, I don't need no distractions right now.
There you go.
I don't need no distractions. And women can be a great motivator, but the wrong ones could be great distractions.
Right.
And we don't need any of that. I've already had a good life of plenty of distractions. It's time to rid myself.
Plenty distractions, he said.
So we're going to leave it there. Plenty of distractions. And we're going to leave it there. And I'm going to rid myself of those distractions. So
okay. So you'll be spending this winter alone then, huh?
God's will.
Hopefully it's not, but if it is,
if it's God's will, and I think it is. So yeah, probably I'm gonna save some money. That's all I could say.
There you go, baby.
Because winters alone aren't always bad. It is cuffing season, but when Christmas starts rolling around and she's like, "What do you get me?" But okay, I don't have anybody to answer to for that, so I ain't gotta get nothing. Go. So I'm gonna save some money this Christmas. Lord willing.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm rooting for you, man.
Lord willing.
I'm rooting for you.
But we did want to talk about a couple things going on in the world today. we like to talk about relationships, current events, and so we'll kind of relate some current event relationships or some current relationships. I don't know. Yeah, you guys get what I was trying to say, right? Some relationships to current events. That's what we'll do. We'll relate current events to relationships, something like that.
Okay.
But before we get into that, Epstein files, or is that like just not a real thing anymore, or what's going on with that?
It couldn't have existed for the last however many years, and then suddenly not exist. That's just not how that works.
Well, exactly. This is why you should never just trust politicians, anyways. Because what did Trump say when I'm getting in office? You're going to get the Epstein files, and now he's saying there's no Epstein files.
First of all, you should never trust politicians, regardless of anything.
Regardless of if you're liberal or conservative, stop putting your trust and faith in a politician and find Jesus. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows? Who knows if they'll ever be revealed? Most likely not, because it's too much sensitive information, and your president, the president of the United States is probably on that.
Yeah, the problem is that
there's ex-presidents that are on there.
There's too many very rich and powerful people that are going to be on this list, and obviously
we know the rich and powerful control everything.
Yeah,
most everything.
Just about.
So you guys will never get that information. Sorry. They don't exist. They do, but they're telling us that they don't, so we forget about it.
Just like originally that they said that there was no surveillance of Epstein apparently committing suicide. There was no footage apparently, and then suddenly they brought out some footage. That was like, but then they were like, on the footage that we never had, there was nothing happening on it.
Yeah.
But then you can probably tell that it's doctored footage. And so, because obviously it's a video, so you can edit a video.
Yeah.
It took them years to, here it is.
The government's always going to show you what they want you to see. So it's like, that's what they do. They play
and
both
they're not
sides.
Good at it.
They're not. They're ridiculous. So stop falling victim to thinking that what they're feeding you guys is actual truth. But that popped up somewhere a couple weeks ago, so I wanted to talk about that. But most recently is Sydney Sweeney and her jeans campaign. And if you don't know who Sydney Sweeney is, she's very attractive for a white girl. We just have to throw that part out there.
We gotta work on your verbiage, man. I keep saying this. We gotta work on this.
I'm white. I think you're allowed to say that.
Maybe you are allowed to. That doesn't mean you should, right? Like that in that way. We could have just said she was attractive.
She's attractive for a white girl.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because, well, a lot of people think she's like extremely attractive because of her assets, but her physical assets, I should say, or attributes. But regardless of the point, she did a campaign with American Eagle, and there was some backlash on it. And I think it's a great campaign because I think she looks great.
Okay.
So if you guys are watching the video, I'm just going to show you guys. Oh, I forgot I still have this up here too.
Yeah, man.
We did not plan for that part, you know what I'm saying?
I don't. So your screen, although sharing on Riverside, it's not. I don't think it's sharing on the live.
No?
Nope.
Well,
so it'll show probably on the actual taping. Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's always a delay.
Right, yeah, I was a little bit behind.
Yeah. So this is one of the pictures, and there was some videos and stuff. It's like, this is a great picture. It's like, this is a great picture. I don't have any.
I feel like great's a strong word, but I'll run with
Cleon
you.
doesn't like white girls, so just make sure you guys take that into consideration.
I like all women. I just want to be clear on that.
I think this is a phenomenal picture. It makes me love jean outfits once again.
Phenomenal. I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with it.
No. I think it's good, but basically, a lot of the backlash was the campaign tagline is Sydney Sweeney has great genes, so intentionally playing on the pun with genes, Genes, so like your genetics, and then the word jeans in a video is crossed out and then replaced with the word jeans that you wear, Jeans. So the basic criticism was basically saying that that the wordplay evokes eugenics and white supremacist imagery, especially given Sweeney's blue eyes and blonde hair suggest a narrow beauty narrative rooted in whiteness. So basically saying that, white people are more beautiful. I don't understand that. I mean, I guess I do understand that, but I don't see how the ad could be racist. I think nowadays too many people got a voice on social media, so they just be saying random stuff, and that's just what it is. But everybody has an opinion. Doesn't mean that it is correct.
Well, the issue I think is because I don't watch a lot of gin commercials, so I don't really know what people.
I didn't even see the commercial. I just saw people talk about Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I've heard of this person. I know who it is because of the one video she was in with I don't know, some other white dude name. I forget his name.
Okay,
but yeah, I don't remember the video. It was a movie, but she was in Euphoria too, which I never watched. But I guess that's like when she started getting famous. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, hey, let's look into this. But I guess everyone's always going to have something bad.
Well, because it was the verbiage really of it, which, like I said, I watch a lot of gin commercials. I don't know what they usually say, but she was talking about like the whole blue eyes thing, and obviously that can trigger certain people to think about obviously the whole Nazi thing with the blue eyes and blonde hair sort of thing.
But you can have blue eyes and blonde hair and have good genes. A lot of people do like blue eyes.
Correct. And so that's what I'm saying. That's just the correlation that some people decided to make.
That's like saying like, should I get mad that women don't like short men because my genetics should make me short? Like, should I get mad at that?
No,
you're trying to make the correlation.
I'm trying to put it together in my head.
It's people basically getting mad that they're talking about her genetics,
right? But the difference is that there's history rooted in that, right? There was a whole genocide that related to that sort of thing.
Yeah, but this is
nobody's killing short men for being short. They just kill us emotionally.
Yeah, exactly.
We survive though.
Barely. I think we should run the statistics on how many tall men are actually married versus how many short men in their 30s are unmarried. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of.
I think there's probably more short men married. I'd be willing to bet. Yeah.
How can we get?
Should I
ask ChatGPT?
All the men that I know that are married for the most part are under 6 feet tall.
All the ones that I know are married are like above 6 or 6 feet and up.
Interesting. We just know different people, probably.
I guess my friends are all tall, which makes me feel even more short. I guess it's not good.
Yeah, man. You got to start surrounding yourself with better people. Tall people, not all is cracked up to be, man.
So do you think the ad is racist?
I don't. Like I said, I didn't. The first time I heard it, I was like, I think this is worded a little bit odd, but without me knowing what they say in other gene commercials, I can't really tell how far off something like this is. That's really my thing. I would need to see what Old Navy is saying or what they've said in their past advertisements for me to be like, if it's weird or not.
Okay, so I will look up other ones, but basically this was American Eagle's response. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. It and always has been about their genes. Her genes, her story will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE genes with confidence their way. Great genes look good on everyone. Yeah,
I mean, also the other part of this is that we know is also partly publicity, right? Because like you were talking about before we got on here, is that the sales were up. Yeah. So it's like obviously when you word things a certain way, it's going to spark some sort of conversation. When it sparks conversation, your product sells. So that's probably part of it. Maybe they did in a little bit decide to wanted to make it sound that way so people would discuss it a little bit more.
And this is also another great gene ad as well. You know what I'm saying? So Beyonce did a Levi's gene ad. I don't know what they said.
Yeah, I need to know what these people are saying in gene commercials, I guess, to know
their campaign. But this is also a great picture as well.
Brandon, I'm noticing a trend.
I don't like blonde usually. What you mean?
Yeah, right. I don't think you've been looking at anybody's hair since we started pulling these up. But sure, blondes.
I know what you're talking about, man.
Right, sure, man.
That was also a great. This is a great ad. Right here, this is a great ad picture. Oh, it's kind of covered up.
Is it not a great ad because some of it's covered up?
Not as good anymore.
Okay, got it.
No, but they also somebody made. Let me see this picture. Somebody, where is it? I need to find it. Oh, they put like Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Beyonce has better genes.
Interesting.
Yeah. But regardless of the fact, Sure, they both like jeans, and we like that they like jeans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll just once I go and watch more jean commercials, I'll be able to come back and tell you maybe they worded this a little bit weird to make it sound a little bit odd. But I mean,
they're just word playing on it. I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I think that if you're talking about saying, like, if you started using the word like superior, like she has superior genes, then I'd be like, that's kind of weird. But you're just saying like she has great genes. You're just making a play on of the word genes.
I think that
just
if
like
she
DJs do it all the time in the club with the play on words, you know what I'm saying?
I think that if she didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes, this probably wouldn't be going off as much.
No, because Beyonce did it and it didn't go off.
Right. So I don't know. So like I said, I don't know. I got to see more of it.
It's just too many. It's a social media era. Too many people got voices, and just because you got a voice don't mean that thing is correct. So if you got something that's not nice to say, you probably shouldn't be saying it at all. So I don't think it's racist. I think that if they use like superior genes or something like that, then it'd be like, okay, yeah, you should probably watch that. But they just said she has great genes, which is a play on word of the genes she's wearing as well as her genetics, which her genetics are good. I'm not saying they're superior, but they do look good. There's a lot of Latina women that have great genetics that I see on a daily basis. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? She does have good genetics because she does look good for a white girl. You know what I'm saying? Just like Beyonce has great genetics as well. And all the Latinas that I be seeing, they have really great genetics as well. So it's like, yeah, she's just another girl with great genetics. There's a lot of them out there. That doesn't, just because you got great genetics doesn't mean that you're a great person or a great individual, or that you don't do people wrong. That has nothing to do with it. It just means how you look. So
interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean, but also obviously, like you said, it's doing well for the company, and like I said, maybe that was part of the intent.
Growth. Yeah, always. I mean, it's a marketing campaign. Yeah. What is you paying somebody to boost your sales? So that's what it's doing. Just like who was it? Was it basketball? The girl on the Indiana Fever, Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, she got a flagrant foul on the girl, and then the league fined her like $500, but everything just blew up for her after that. Mm-hmm. So she had to pay that $500, but it would end up turning into great marketing for her.
She partnered with Arby's or something.
Yeah, she's basically blew up.
Saying hot girls eat Arby's. First of all, no, they don't.
They don't. That is a lie. Also, just because you see these ads, it doesn't mean they're actually true. They're paying these people to be on these ads. That's another thing that's very important.
Name three girls you know that. Name one girl you know that eats Arby's.
Zero. I don't even know. I don't even know what girls wear American Eagle jeans. I don't even know who wears American Eagle jeans. That was a thing when I was in high school.
Well, at least American. The thing is, they do have decent jeans. But as far as people aren't really wearing their shirts when they're brands like that really anymore. But I have no idea who people get their jeans from these days. Honestly.
I have no idea. I thought everything was online nowadays. I thought it was just all online shopping.
Well, that's because you're like a rich guy. You like shopping for your jeans online.
I only shop
Target, baby, whatever they got there.
Yeah, I don't even really be wearing.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't really wear jeans. I don't go outside.
Especially with this climate. What do they call it? Global warming. We can't be wearing jeans outside. It's too hot.
Can't be wearing jeans outside. It's too hot.
It's global warming.
I guess.
All right. Anything on Sydney Sweeney? Cleon doesn't think that she looks good because she's white.
That's not. I'm just not.
He told me before the show.
I'm not. That's not what I said. I'm just not as impressed as everybody. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong.
I'm just not
as
either.
impressed.
I just think that.
Then you started looking at her more from the neck down. Brandon has a problem, guys.
Those pictures from the ad are really good. That's all I think. There's a lot of bad pictures online of her. When everyone started losing their mind on Euphoria or whatever, I'm like, nah. What Zendaya is way better looking in this show. I was like, why are you guys even looking at
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder at the end of the day. So, I'm not going to knock anybody for their preference there. But, yeah, I mean, she's fine.
I agree with you, but, just because somebody has an opinion doesn't mean it's correct.
Well, it's an opinion.
That's why it's an opinion. That's why it's an opinion. All right. Which leads us to our next thing. And we talked, what was it, the other week? I was sick, so I don't really remember everything. But when we're talking about cheating, and it's you should be honest or you should be good at it, right? really
Right.
good to where like no one ever finds out, or you should be honest, and you should let your partner know. And then Cleon asked the question, well, when do you let him know? Before you cheated or after you cheated? Like, hey, that's a good, valid question. It's like maybe when you start to think about it. Yeah.
Still
So-
outrageous to me. But.
Still outrageous. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys a video of, and hopefully the volume catches too on here, but who knows. But we'll summarize it afterwards. Maybe turn your volume up there just so we can make sure that it catches it on YouTube at the beginning of it. But it's Aubrey Marcus, who is the owner of On It, or what was the owner of On It. I think he sold his company. Okay. But he also wrote the book, Own Your Day, Own Your Life, something like that. I've recommended the book. It's because it talks about morning routines and like the science behind it.
So this is one of your guys.
I mean, I don't know him, but I do follow. So I think that this a very interesting video. Let me know if you get the
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
volume. Studio still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in the studio, but
Wow.
I don't.
All right. Well, it quit me.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, kicked
it
you
logged
out.
me out. Quit me out. Logged me out.
I don't hear.
No. I obviously got to reshare.
There we go. All right, there we go. We're
All
back.
right. So it's not playing, is it?
Yeah, no, it is playing now.
Oh well, it's playing the delay, so I got to replay it.
Yeah, we might have to just summarize this.
Yeah. So basically, you can go on Aubrey Marcus' page if you want to read that, and his name's right there. But basically, he talks about this on a podcast with the dude. But he's a very spiritual person. He's married with his wife. I don't know how long into the marriage when this happened, but apparently they meet this guy this is a guy that's his friend, and his wife becomes attracted to him, and the guy becomes attracted to his wife. So he grants his wife the permission to explore that relationship.
Right.
While he says he doesn't, get primitive and get angry or anything. He just he loves her so much that he wants her to explore her life to the fullest. And I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
I guess when it comes to like cheating, if she was thinking about it, I guess that was the time the conversation should be had. So when it comes to cheating in the conversation of it, I guess that makes sense to have that conversation before you cheat, especially while you're married. But I think it's very crazy.
I don't think your partners are going to be as understanding as this gentleman is. I think he might be in just a different place mentally than most of us are. They also talked about how they had this little date on the beach, and he's the one who put out the piano for the other guy to start playing for his wife and all this other stuff. And the answer is no. I don't know what level of maturity this is, but I don't see myself ever reaching that.
No, and yeah, it's just so I could respect the decision at the beginning. It doesn't mean I would need to honor the desires of her coming.
What do you
to
mean by
me.
respect the decision?
Because if they're going to do it, I'd rather them tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather know beforehand so I can act accordingly.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I'm going to bring them the piano and let him serenade my wife.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
I'll be bringing some other thing that don't start with a P. They start with a G.
Yeah.
But so I can respect the decision of her and him. I don't know how that conversation came about. I'm sure as a man, you can kind of intuitively.
Yeah, he probably just saw them, making eyes at each other and whatnot.
Yeah. So I could see that, and I'm sure they I'm sure his wife, because they probably have an extremely good communication in the relationship. I would
Probably
imagine.
a little too good.
Probably a little too good. Now, unless like she was gonna let me go do the same thing, then it's like, man, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
It's only fair. What do we mean?
It is only fair, and women love equality, so we would have to do that as well. I think because it could have been a lot worse. So I think that if you're going to do something like, if you're going to, or you have the intention of cheating or trying to be with somebody else while you're married or with somebody else, I think that is probably the best way to handle it from their, not Aubrey Marcus perspective, but from their perspective, is to let like the spouse know, like, this is what we're feeling and stuff like that. Because it's better to do that before than after.
I think we're too open-minded. I think that,
but it's like if you can't control what someone's going to do. So if they want to be with somebody else, you're going to be with somebody else. So I'm just saying I respect the decision that they told him.
Right, but what I can't really respect is that what I have a problem with is the comfortability for my girl and my friend to be able to come to me and say we're into each other, for nobody to be apprehensive about that, for them to be bold enough to come and look me in my face and say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get the sneaking behind, because it's like, that's just not like, I get, I respect you enough to come and tell you, but at the end of the day, like, there's got to be a healthy thing. Like, I couldn't come to you and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, me and your girl. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy to think about, but you would just rather them do it behind your back, and then you find out. Then what? Then it's like,
sure, my reaction's not changing regardless. I want to be clear, so you might as well get it out before you tell me, because then you're gonna be mad. You're not gonna be able to enjoy it after after we have discussion beforehand. You might as well go and do it behind my back. That's what my friend did. They went and did it behind my back.
I feel like yes and no. I feel like that's the more, like, the easier thing to do. So it's the more immature thing to do.
I mean, easy, immature, maybe that is what it is. But I don't know if there's a good way to come and tell your friend that you like his wife and that his wife likes you too. I don't know.
Either, but I feel,
like, I can appreciate the open communication about, you know, how we make each other feel and what's going on in the household. Like, my homie, though, is crazy. That's like outrageous. If you tell you like some dude at your job, even that's crazy. You know, it reminds me of like how I remember I met this girl on a cruise some years ago, and she came to me after we got off and everything. She texted me and was like, my boyfriend doesn't like you. And I'm like, first of all, why would your boyfriend know about me? Mind you, nothing happened. We just had conversation. We just talked, you know? And so she tells me, my boyfriend doesn't like you because I told him I was in love with you. And I'm like, you don't like him. There's no way. This actually, I'm thinking about this, happened on 2 separate occasions with 2 different girls. I don't know what kind of life I was living, but I'm like, why don't y'all like it seems like thank God for growth, because it seems like an outrage. I couldn't imagine having did this happen? I think this did happen to me. This did happen to me. The girl that I was with came to me and told me that she was interested in some other guy. What did I do?
Yeah, what year was this?
This was during insurance days, actually. Yeah, this wasn't. This is not too far removed.
I mean, I think there's stages to it.
Sure.
If you know you're just in a talking stage or whatever, or some girl likes you.
Sure, in a talking stage, I don't care. They're married, so
cause that happened to me during the insurance days.
Sure,
but you know, she showed up to the festival with another dude, and then I my ego trip.
Yeah,
I had to go win the prize.
Well, yeah, the talking stage, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if we end this thing, married is I don't know. I just think there's a better way to present the information, maybe in couples therapy or something.
Unless they're like both in an open relationship, which I don't have all that information, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the full episode of the podcast. I just follow Aubrey Marcus, and I saw that video, and I just thought, like, this is like pretty insane. So I don't know if they're just fully in an open relationship to where they both do this, and it's like
I think they have to be.
I would imagine you would have to be, because there is no way that I would like that just wouldn't that just can't fly.
For somebody who's there and all in and devoted to you and only you, to have something like that and then to be okay with it and then to help orchestrate
it,
like you had, like there's just no way.
They both have to be in. I mean, that only makes sense in my head. They both have to be.
Yeah, either he's planning some awful things later, and I'm scared for her.
they have to be in an open relationship because there's no way that I don't know. I'll have to listen to the whole episode because now I'm just like that's just I don't understand how you could do that. Because first of all, like love is a choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like they're just like
well, sometimes, right?
Well, when your mom was here, right? When she was talking about sometimes you don't even like your partner, but you love them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a constant choice every single day. You're choosing that person,
right?
So it's like maybe one day I don't want to choose my wife because I build a connection with this person. No, connections aren't always
right
forever. You know what I'm saying? So just because you get chemistry doesn't mean that that's a real connection. You can get chemistry with multiple women, and it doesn't mean that it's a real connection. It's not hard to get chemistry with women. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really not. So it's like that's not going to be your lifelong connection.
It's funny.
So,
I was telling my girl, I was like, you don't understand how guys fall in love every 3 months. It could be some girl that they saw at Publix one time, had a brief conversation. For the next 2 months, he's going to be thinking about her.
Hey, it can happen, man. It can happen. I speak from experience. It can happen.
We're all just hopeless romantics at heart, man.
That's why you got to keep the distractions away from you.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where obviously you gotta make an active choice to not, because this is what I talk about all the time. I'm like, you being attracted to somebody. I'm sorry, you finding someone attractive and then making efforts, basically showing that you're attracted to them, are two different things.
Oh, 100%.
Like I can find X, Y, and Z. Yeah, they're cute. They're this. They're that. But that has nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with me.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes a lot of maturity to realize that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the way men are raised in the locker room society and the whatever we want to call it, the hookup culture, is like you get your brownie points, you get your prize for how many women that you sleep with or that you go with.
Yeah.
And the better looking they are, the more manly or the cool, like you're the man. You know what I'm saying? So when you experience that growth, it's like so much easier. Or once you experience that maturity, it's like when you see somebody and then you don't pursue them, it's like that's growth.
You know, I find more comfort in knowing that I could anyway. You know, I don't need to do this.
You have to give yourself the self validation too. I do that all the time. Like I could if I wanted to, probably, but it's not in the cards. And if it's in the cards, it'd be easy.
Well, it's
or God would make it so evident in my life that this is what I need to chase, and I don't need to. So
that's an interesting take.
That's my take nowadays, because I've already done all the hard stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I know that doesn't work. The fighting for their attention and finding who you think you want, and getting them to like you. I've already done that. And when you're not their type because you're short and you're white, and getting them to date you or be with you, it's like I've already done all that. So it's like I don't need to do that anymore. It's pointless.
Okay, so that's what you mean by easy. It won't have to be something where you're converting somebody to you, basically.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I mean like easy, like street easy. I just mean like effortless.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. Effortless in how they come into your life. And you ain't got to fight for it. You ain't got to do all that. Even though when we grow up, we're taught like, hey, if it, you got to fight for your love and all that stuff. It's like, no. Not me, not no more.
Well, they talk about fighting for it once you're in it, not before it. But that's what they mean.
I've done it in it too.
Yeah.
In one of them, we call that manipulation. I thought I was fighting, but fighting for what you want. Well, I mean, I guess I was fighting for what I want with manipulation.
You were fighting for what but that's the other thing though, is that people do want to be fought for, and then it takes some experience to get through the whole I'm fighting for you because I know that's what you want me to do. Like in my experience, girls only want you when you're fighting for them. I've told plenty of girls when they told me that they didn't want to be with me, I said, okay. And then now somehow we've turned this into them fighting for me to be there. And I'm like, but you already told me that you didn't want it. And I said, okay. People only want to leave you when you're fighting for them because nobody wants to feel like they lost. It's better for the story if you came back on your knees crying and begging and you still told them no.
They want that self-validation.
It's better for
and
you,
ain't
man.
never going to get it. You ain't never going to get it from me.
You know.
You ain't never going to get it from me. Because I will happily.
Yeah, I'm just out of that.
I will happily walk away.
I'm just out of that phase.
It ain't for me.
Because obviously we both done that thing where we fought people to be in places that we knew that they didn't want to be in or they shouldn't have been.
Because
and then,
we wanted them to be in that place.
And then it just didn't work. And then but you were able to string it along for another month or two and then the same conversation. But it's like at this point in my life.
Until it just blows up and completely ends. And you're like, what happened?
Right.
Oh, well, you didn't see that you were manipulating them to be with you the whole time. And it's like, all right, come on, bro.
Yeah. So, at this point in our lives, it's like, okay, if you don't feel like you want to be here, okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Thank you for letting me know. You have a good day.
It should be effortless when it comes to the bond forming and becoming together. Like you shouldn't have to fight. Yeah, like I'm saying, you shouldn't have to fight at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
For somebody's
like that whole little chase thing.
Yeah. For their attention and their attraction. Nah, if you got to do that, like it's not for you. Get up out of there because there's plenty of other people out there. And that's sometimes, I kind of miss that thrill of, fighting for the attention when they didn't want to give it to you. And then they finally give it to you. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Brandon.
I'm staying away. I just see, sometimes just being in the club, I just see some girls there. And it's just like, what if?
There do be some girls there.
What if I just try? Like, no. We staying away. We staying away. We staying away. We're staying strong, baby. We are staying strong.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Pray that someone sends a God-fearing woman into Brandon's life.
Yeah. I pray for my wife. I pray for my wife all the time.
For what? Interesting.
I pray that God keeps her safe and away from danger.
Away from other men.
Away from these other men. So I ain't gotta hurt them. And end up in jail and not be with my wife, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. We'll work on how you phrase these things.
Yeah, I just talk, guys.
Sorry. Yeah.
43 episodes in, you guys should realize this by now.
Yeah, that's
But I also pray that the trials that she goes through, that God gives her the strength and lets her learn whatever lesson He's trying to teach her as well. So that when she comes to me whole and full.
It's not.
And we ain't got to go through the self-developmental phase because she already went through that with God. You know what I'm saying? She don't need to go through that with me.
Brandon, there's a whole new self-development that's going to happen when she gets to you.
I agree, but I just need a fully developed woman that is still working on herself, one that doesn't like cheat, lie, do all those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to play games. I'm just here to live the life that God has planned for me. So that's what I mean by that. Let her go through the trials and tribulations that
without you.
Without me. And then the one she needs to go through with me, she will. But she's going to have to go through some by herself and learn some things before she gets to me. Just like I had to go through a lot and learn some things before I get to her.
You might still need to go through a few things.
God, if I do. I don't think I do. But.
Yeah, right. So that might be the first thing that we can.
Oh, my God. All right. Wrap things up here. What else we got to talk about? So I forgot. We are recording this episode way early, but it's because Cleon's going to like Chris Brown concerts or something crazy.
Isn't that? I'm not going to the Chris Brown concert.
Cleon is going to Chris Brown concert to get some musical interest ideas, something like that. He was telling me
that Brandon doesn't listen to me when I talk, so that's.
There's probably like 7 other people listening. Be like, yeah, that's true. You don't listen.
Only concert I went to is Drake's.
Drake. Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah, I think I went to SZA.
Oh yeah, you went to SZA's concert.
Yeah, that was because it was free. That's why I went.
It was free out here.
Well, the people came to the club and they just gave us free tickets.
Where was I when that happened?
It was a Thursday, so you weren't there.
So. Nobody told me. All right, that's cool. I see what happened. That's what's up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just went with. Actually, no, that was before. That was actually before Drake. So Drake was the last one I went to.
Okay.
That was actually before. But Russ was just here.
Russ was here?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, like last Friday.
Oh, where
I guess Mid Florida, the credit union.
Oh.
The credit union amphitheater, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And then what Chris Brown is at?
He's at he's at Ray J.
Oh, he's at Ray J?
Yeah.
Oh, he's big. He's big. He's big time.
Yeah.
People still love that woman abuser.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We can't, we can't hold people for what they did in the past. You know what I'm saying? He's a changed man, allegedly.
People do still like Chris Brown a lot.
People
They
still-
be paying like $1,500 for the meet and greets afterward. You see those? So you seen those
Yeah,
pictures?
so what if your girl paid
Come
for
on
that?
now.
Would she still be your girl afterwards?
First of all, because the thing is, we'd have to really just figure things out. Because I'm like, for an extra $1,500 to be in the budget after you've already paid whatever this is to go to the concert.
Yeah, we could go on a vacation for that.
This
Come
is
on, man.
this is now like probably, I don't know, $2,000 that you spent because you had to get a new outfit, obviously, for the concert as well, since you were going to be taking a picture with him. You probably spent $2,000 just go here for yeah.
So listen to some music. You can listen on Apple Music for $15 a month.
And I don't even know how good the seats were. Would she still be? First of all, God, I pray to the good Lord that I would never marry a woman who thinks that something like that makes sense to go and do.
That's idolatry. That's people still having idols.
Like, I want to go take a picture. Like, it's one thing to want to go take a picture with him, but these
But
pictures
it's
be
for
crazy.
free. Yeah, if it's free.
Yeah, they paying $1,000 for him to be gripping on them and kissing him and all this other stuff, and I'm like, you want to come back home with me after this?
See you.
No, it's because then we get to that whole thing out of spite. Where it's like, okay, so when my favorite female artist has a concert and she's doing meet and greets, and then it turns into that sort of thing, or it's obviously just embarrassing when people post that on social media and you see that they got a husband in the comments and they up and hanging on him, he's holding them up in the air or something like that. Yeah, I don't think I could live like that.
You guys could go find just another light skinned guy
with a bunch of tattoos who does coke sometimes. There's plenty of them.
Just go to Ybor City. You can find like 7 of them.
Yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough
every night.
Yeah, right. I don't think I'm strong enough for something like that, because, like I said, obviously that would be discussion beforehand.
Yeah,
and
so
I
you
would
should probably have these discussions, at the beginning of your relationship and stuff. Like how much you idolize whatever artist it may be, and if you have a good man, they'll tell you that you shouldn't be idolizing any artist. You should be your only idol should be God, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, it's a good barometer. If you're so invested into some celebrity personality whom you've never met before to argue with people online and argue with people like vigorously and passionately, you might have a problem. Yeah. You may have like all these fan bases.
You definitely do have a problem. And the problem can be fixed by you reading the Bible.
Yeah, you need to go find something else to put into that place.
Yeah.
I don't.
100%.
I don't know. That's just me.
It is what it is, man. All right, well, that is all for us today. We will see you guys next week. We hope you enjoyed Sydney Sweeney's jeans, Chris Brown's backhand. I'm just kidding. He's all right. Aubrey Marcus. I don't even know what you guys want to call that. That is just insane. But yeah, watch the video on Aubrey Marcus' page.
Just some swingers. It's just soft
launch
to swinging.
They have to be an open relationship, because that's the only way that really makes sense.
Yeah.
But people do things that don't make sense all the time, and
that is, yeah, you do some stuff.
I literally do all the time.
Brandon was telling me before the episode he was doing something that didn't make sense.
I'm just a nice guy.
We all are.
Unfortunately,
I've been told I'm too nice. Maybe that's your problem too. Maybe we're just too nice guys.
Yeah.
Nice guys who are too nice.
I think so, but also some people think that I'm a dick, and they'll tell me that. But I'm like, well, that's just at work. But if you do your job, and I tell you to do it the first time,
you have moments where you're both. That's the
The delivery isn't always there, but the intent is always good. We'll leave it
So so that's the thing that you need to work on before you decide to get into
I
your.
pray about it all the time. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know, there's some things. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, I still have a little bit of an ego sometimes. I'm still, you know, yell sometimes.
Yeah.
But not to my spouse. You know, I'm way too nice to them. So maybe I need to stop being nice.
You got to find a medium, man. Because since you're never mean to them, you're mean to other people. you gotta have an outlet for it.
That's what it is. Oh man. You know, just keep praying, guys. We are, no one is perfect.
Yeah, certainly not.
We are not. But on the praying topic, Philip Anthony Mitchell just started a podcast called Street Preachers.
Okay.
They haven't released anything, but I just saw after that.
Oh, cool.
So Philip Anthony Mitchell, if you like his preaching style, he just started a podcast with another pastor that I don't know who it is, but that should be interesting. I'll be definitely listening to that. But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Saturday at regular time, 7 o'clock. Sorry, usually turns out to be 7:15.
Somewhere in there.
Live 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next week.